All right, so I'm back again to shoot another video. Okay, I'm going to be making another banana bread, but this time I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, and I'm gonna be adding in some pumpkin. Why? Because pumpkin's delicious, and you can buy cans of it that last literally for a year, if not longer. So pretty simple. I'm going to be starting off, so it's made for a banana pumpkin bread, but I'm gonna do it in muffin trays because I like having it in muffins because then it's portioned out easier. It's ready to go. It's, you know, kind of bite-sized, if you will. So first step of everything, so the ingredients, it's a half a cup of pecans or walnuts. So one trick my mother taught me when it comes to adding nuts into anything is you need to just take them, so chop them up, of course, but then I just put them in a little pan and just kind of roasted them on the stove for just a little bit, just to give them, you can also put it on a sheet pan and do it in the oven, but I do it just on the stovetop just to get them fragrant is the term, and trust me when you do it, I mean, it smells really good. So nuts have a lot of oils in them, so it brings it out, and just toast them slightly just to make things a little bit better. So there's my first tip to start things off. All right, so to start it off, we have to preheat our oven to 350 degrees, which I already did that. And then, of course, toast your nuts, which we just talked about there. And then I'm gonna start by mashing the bananas up. So I was able to get an Instacart delivery this week, so I was super excited, and I bought a lot of bananas from Costco. So I have plenty of bananas. Cristobal loves them, so I have a batch for him to eat and a batch for me to bake, which is fun. So I'm just going to start by just throwing a couple in here. I'm just gonna mash them up so we can get those ready to go. I'm trying to do this one this time without my KitchenAid because I want to try to make it a little bit more accessible because not everybody actually has a KitchenAid. All right, so now that the bananas are mashed, I have about a cup worth within the bowl. I need to mix together the butter and the sugar and then beat that till that's combined. So for butter, it's 4 tablespoons. So it always says to keep your butter softened, but if you're like me, you always forget to do that. So thanks to this lovely hack I learned from Jennifer Gardner, of all people. She took a cheese grater and grated the butter into it. So it basically comes off being like a softened butter. I'm like, well, that's quite genius. And it's easy to do. All right. So now I have the butter involved, and then it wants me to mix that together with the sugar. And so the sugar that I'm going to use, it suggests using either coconut sugar or light brown sugar. So I have brown sugar in my handy little OXO containers, which I just got. And if you have never used OXO containers before, this thing's a lifesaver. Like, it's amazing. So I even got the brown sugar attachment, so it's a little terracotta thing in the lid. And so not only does it keep it vacuum sealed, but that absorbs any moisture, so the brown sugar is always fresh. It's a recent purchase, and I'm obsessed, so that's good. And now I know why everybody who does cooking shows has the clear bowls versus me who has the metal ones. I'm like, well, we're clumsy and I want to be careful, but then again, you can't see anything, can you? All right, oh well. Well, now we have that, and then so this recipe calls for Greek yogurt and honey as well. And then eggs, and then pumpkin. All right, adding in the Greek yogurt, the honey. All right, so here's another Jake's pro tips for you. So for honey, it wants 1/3 of a cup of honey. So I learned this tip for honey that makes it super easy to pour in. So take your measuring cup, spray it. If you spray it with just like a little bit I always just use an olive oil spray, and then you pour the honey in, and the honey glides right out, which makes it so much easier. 1/3 of a cup of honey, and look, because I did that, it just glides right out. Like butter, baby. All right, for the eggs, it's 2 large eggs, room temperature. This time I actually paid attention and did that. I pulled the eggs out a while ago. So that's good, because they say that makes all the difference in the world when it comes to baking, is having your eggs at room temperature. So don't really know why. I'm not a scientist or a food scientist or a chef. Let's be real. I mean, I'm following recipes from random people online. And can't correct an egg apparently. Not today. And for pumpkin, so you need a can of pumpkin puree. Make sure it's not pumpkin pie mix. Like this one is just pumpkin puree, even though it has a picture of a pumpkin pie on it. Because those are the ones that have pumpkin pie mix. So just a cup of that, so adding that in there. And then the vanilla is just, how much vanilla? 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we're just gonna mix this up. Since we do have eggs in here, we gotta mix it pretty good. All right, so then once we add in that, then we start doing the pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, baking powder, and salt over the top. So pumpkin pie spice is 1.5 teaspoons. So I just bought pumpkin pie spice, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt super basic buying it because I felt like it was like buying pumpkin spice latte, everything. I never measure salt, I always just kind of pour because I feel like it's salt, like that's easy enough. You can use your own judgment for it, right? Or at least that's what I do. All right, so mixing that up and then start sprinkling the flour over the top and then start mixing all of this in. All right. And then the last step for that is to then fold in my nuts. Since I already have them portioned out size-wise, I'm just gonna pour those in and go for it. So it says the next step for this, which is a crucial step, is to scrape the batter into the prepared pan and rest uncovered at room temperature for 15 minutes. So it really wants it to rest. So I have my cupcake tin, and I already have little muffin tins. These ones are silicone reusable ones that I got on Amazon. Highly recommend it, super easy and you're less wasteful, so that's good. And then let's have an ice cream scooper. So let's just scoop it in and then we'll let them do the resting. So, okay, now I'm trying to clean this up because why? Because I'm trying to be professional. So voila, it looks quite pretty. So now I'm just gonna rest for 15 minutes and then we'll come back to it. All right, now that the 15 minutes is up, they've rested, they're ready to rock. I'm just gonna pop into the oven. It says to cook for 55 minutes plus, but to check at the 35-minute mark. So I'm gonna do that just to make sure I don't overcook them. All right. Oh my God, they smell so good. All right, so it's been 35 minutes. I'm just gonna give them a check. So I have here just a little skewer that I use whenever I make kebabs. Let's give them a little stamp. Ooh, oh, they look beautiful. Oh, and see, and mine are already coming out clean. So they're gonna go ahead and be ready. All right. They're actually a little dark even on top, but no doubt, I'm sure they're gonna taste delicious. As good as they smell. All right. Let's pull them out. Let's see how they taste. Well, they look nice. They're moist. They're nutty. Oh man, they're so good. Oh yeah, they're good.